Howdy Hoyo, it's Toxy Boyo, and I'm coming at you with a Dragon Ball FighterZ video. This time I'm going to be teaching you the basics of the game. You can look at this as a Dragon Ball FighterZ for dummies, if you will, because this game is getting more and more popular. There's a lot of new players, and a lot of people are where I was about 6 months ago. Like, you just got the game, or you want to get into it, and you just don't know where to start. So I'm going to be teaching you a few basic things. I've got everything here broken down into 5 categories. Those categories are numpad notation and buttons, movement, basic offense, basic defense, and team composition. We're going to go ahead and start with numpad notation because when you're talking about the game online or watching somebody play it, they'll throw out terms like 2H or 6M or 5L, something like that. Basically, what that number is, it refers to the position that your stick would be in. Imagine that your D-pad or your stick, whichever one you're playing on, is a numpad. These squares here towards the middle of the screen are actually a really good representation of that. See how the red dot in the middle isn't moving? It's representative of the joystick, and in its neutral position, it is referred to as being in the 5 position. So, down back is 1. Down is 2. Down forward is 3. Back is 4. As I said before, neutral, not moving at all, that is 5. Forward is 6. Up back is 7. Up is 8. And up forward is 9. However, we don't really use 7, 8, and 9. If you're jumping, that is referred to as J. Now, in those examples, I said like 5H or 2H, 5L, 6M. It's time to talk about what those letters mean. L is light, M is medium, H is heavy. That's pretty obvious. But there's also S, which is special. To break down which button that is, I'm going to be using the example of a PlayStation controller. If you don't play on PlayStation, I'm sure you can convert the buttons in your head. Pretty much every button, every controller is the same. So, square is light, triangle is medium, circle is heavy, and X is special. Now, for a lot of characters, that special would be something like a key blast, like with Bardock. Just a regular key blast. Same thing with Broly, just a regular key blast. But the thing that is curious in regards to Goku, or at least in this particular instance, Ultra Instinct Goku, is that his special is a multi-hitting. It's almost a beam, because the thing about this game is you have specials, and you also have, for some characters, you have a beam. So if you're Goku, Ultra Instinct Goku rather, quarter circle back special is a beam, and quarter circle forward special is a beam. If you're Broly, down special is a beam. Now, beams have longer startups than a regular key blast does, but it will beat a super dash, and we'll get into super dash here in a second. So as you can see, if someone super dashes at you, I had to switch from Broly to Goku because Broly's beam is too slow. But if someone super dashes at you, you can interrupt it with a super dash, or sorry, with a beam, unless you're just too slow for it. Now, the thing about Ultra Instinct Goku's Ki Blast is you can do much of the same thing. Super dash at me. He's shy. Yeah. So if someone super dashes at you while you have Ultra Instinct Goku, you can do the same thing. You can interrupt it that way. So let's go ahead and move on to movement. Now, the best movement tool in this game is pretty much completely unique to this game. It is the super dash. Now, the thing about the super dash is that if you're not careful, you'll make yourself obvious doing it, because if you're from completely across the screen, I'll show you. It's pretty easy to punish, like that. So while it is very good and it homes to your opponent, it takes you straight to them. it's very dangerous to use in a neutral setting. And that's the thing about this game, is that neutral is very, very important. That's why you don't usually see people at a high level play super dashing at full screen. You usually see some forward dashes, some back dashes, some back dashes, some jump back dashes, forward air dash, something like that. Or they'll just sit there and wait for their opponent to start moving. Another good tool is the Vanish. It's a really good way to extend a combo. I'll show you. And just like that, you can continue your combo with a Vanish. But Vanish is another thing that's pretty obvious when someone's doing it, because as you can see, they spend a bar, they disappear from where they are, and they appear behind you. So if someone's on their toes, they can again punish you with a 2H. As far as learning the basics of the game, that's really all I have to say about movement, so let's move on to basic offense. Now, every character comes equipped with what is considered an auto combo. It's basically you just mash light, and it rocks this entire combo. It's a pretty effective combo in a lot of cases, but as you can see, the third hit of Ultra Instant Goku's auto combo is that grab. So I'm going to set him to guard all, and now assuming that you're guarding Ultra Instant Goku's auto combo, on that third hit, since it's a grab, he's left open. And there's characters like Gogeta that have an overhead. As I said, I'm recording this on PC. I don't actually have every character in this game on PC. So a lot of what I'm telling you about certain characters I won't be able to demonstrate for you, but I'm sure you'll be able to look that sort of thing up or try it yourself if you have those characters. But Gogeta has a pretty slow overhead as his third hit, so if you're blocking, you can just 2H it. Goku Blue, actually, I can show you Goku Blue. Goku Blue also has a an overhead in his auto combo, which I will demonstrate here in just a second. It's faster than Gogeta's overhead, so you can't unfortunately punish it with a 2H if you're blocking, but you can interrupt it with a light. Do I still have him set to guard? Yeah, okay. So boom, 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 and then he has that kick. It's pretty slow, but it's not that slow. It has 26 startup frames, but in a lot of cases you can't punish that with a heavy attack. It's your best interest to just jab or hit it with like a 2L or a 2M or something like that. That's the best way to get around that. So yeah, every character comes equipped with an auto combo, but there is what is considered to be a universal combo that most characters in the cast are capable of. Not every character, like Broly, both versions of Broly, Zamasu, Frieza, ironically enough, characters like that come to mind for one reason or another. Maybe their 2H, their air 2H brings them to the ground, or it's a grab and you can't use the same grab in a combo twice, which is important to know. You cannot use the same type of throw twice in one combo, because otherwise you'd be able to just lock your opponent and they would never be able to get out. So I'm going to tell you what it is first, and then I'm going to demonstrate it. It is a 2M, 5M, jump, light, medium, 2H, super dash, light, medium, 2H. And what's tricky about that is while that 2H animation is happening, you're going to need to jump. Just press up again, and you will perform a jump cancel. And you'll be able to continue pressing light, because after that you have to do a light, light, light. So I will do my best to demonstrate it for you here. Sometimes it's tricky when I do it on PC, but hopefully I can make it work. There we go. Yeah, so I'll try to demonstrate it with Broly, just to show you why it doesn't work. I pressed 2H and nothing happened. I didn't even press. Are you seeing my buttons? Like, you can see my button history. I don't know why my inputs aren't coming out, but I'll try my best. There we go. Yeah. Like I said, you cannot do the same type of grab twice. So I'm going to do it with Bardock really quickly, if I can, if the game decides to let me. Yeah. So now, once you have that pretty much down pat, that's when you can start to get a little bit more creative and inventive with the way that you do it. So I'm going to show you a pretty simple Ultra Instinct Goku combo that I like to do. Alright, Goku, don't let... Jesus. Goku, don't let me down. Go forward. There we go. Alright. Yeah, so you can do that, or you can do it this way. And then extend off of an assist, something like that, and then boom, straight into an auto combo. Now, if you want to get kind of fancy, this is something that I haven't really perfected, but it's something that I can try to show you guys here. You can light your opponent back into the ground, into an assist, and continue it from there, because what changes it is when you get that smash property, right? And then you have to follow them with a super dash. You know what I mean? So I'm going to try to show you what I've been practicing. There we go. Well, you don't typically drop it once you start doing the auto combo, but it's that sort of thing. And you know, like if I really want to BM, I can do it like this. I lagged a little bit. That's cool. Yeah. So when you see me switch from one character's super move to another character's super move, that is what's known as a DHC, a delayed hyper combo. And it's possible to switch out without actually doing a super attack of your own first. Let me demonstrate that for you. I screwed it up. I screwed it up again. What's going on? There we go. Well, I missed, but the point is, you do a half circle in one direction, from forward to back if you want to do a level 3 super attack that uses 3 meters, or back to forward if you want to do one that uses 1 meter. Like that. So that's basically the basics and a little bit of advanced tech if that's what you want for attacking. So let's get into defense. Now, obviously, the best way to defend yourself in a fighting game is to block. But the thing about that is there are 3 schools of attack. A mid attack, a low attack, and an overhead attack. You can block mid and low attacks by blocking low, and you can block mid and overheads by blocking high. But you cannot block all 3 of types of attacks from any single type of blocking. So what I always do is block low, because any overhead attack takes longer than a low attack. So it's easier to adapt from blocking low to blocking high than it is to adapt from blocking high to blocking low, just simply because of how quick a low attack comes out. Now, when it comes to breaking someone's guard, you hit him with R1, a Dragon Rush, or really any kind of throw. That didn't work. Yeah, any kind of throw really will do it. Especially if you have somebody who's a strong grappler like Broly. Because Broly is a character who has many different types of grabs. You know, like remember, I still have Frieza set to guard all, but any type of throw will get through your guard. So if you see a throw coming, especially a Dragon Rush, your best option is to try to tech it, which you can do that by pressing the Dragon Rush button, or you can press down and any attack button, I believe. I usually tech it with 2H because I kind of have a bad habit of mashing 2H. And another really good defensive option is reflecting. As you can see, it makes me completely immune to his ki blasts, and there's no stun. So, while I'm oops, I can't tech. So while I'm doing that, I could super dash in and get a punish. That was that was not fun. Be aware though, you cannot reflect a grab. Just as you can't block one, you can't reflect one. So while I do consider reflecting to be a better defensive tool than attacking, because of the fact that it doesn't leave you in stun at all, and you can actually punish the opponent, who is probably still in whiff stun from what they just did, it is not universally viable and can often get you in trouble because somebody can predict that you're going to reflect. They can read that, they can bait it out, and then once you do it, you're not able to go back to attacking immediately. So they can time their attack to hit you as soon as your reflect animation is over. So do be very, very careful when it comes to that. And since defense is a pretty simple concept, that's all I got to say about defense. So let's talk about the thing that I actually have the least to say about, which is team composition. Now, a lot of people would have a lot to tell you about team composition, but I honestly think that it's a pretty simple thing. I don't think it requires too much thinking. When you're first picking up the game, honestly, just pick 3 characters you like, because that's the easiest way to get into playing. Don't worry about what Maximilian Dude, C Reacts, Lotus Asakura, Nokami, Lord Knight, Goichi, or me tells you is a good character because of the tools that they have access to. Just focus on characters that you like and that you want to play. That is how you will be able to consistently play the game and improve at a steady pace and have fun, you know? Because obviously there are things to consider, like whoops, there are things to consider, like who's got a good beam assist, what characters work together well with each other's assists. But at the same time, none of that stuff matters when you're first starting out, because the people you're going to be up against don't have that information either. So that is stuff that you can learn for yourself as you decide to start picking up and playing other characters as time goes on. You can see who's got a good synergy, who gives you wall bounce off of their assist, or who does what. But as of getting started, that's not the most important thing. EX Lariat. Oops. That's not the most important thing. EX Lariat. I'm sorry, I just wanted to do that. It didn't really accomplish a whole lot. Point is though, so yeah, don't worry too much about like what's a really good viable team. And if you are worried about that sort of thing, just pick somebody else's team, you know? I play the team that I play because I think Broly really benefits from having 2 assists. I think he's somebody that really strives with that sort of backup. I screwed up the combo that I always do. But I like I said, I think that Broly is somebody who really strives from having 2 assists. If you can time them right, which apparently I can't, because what's going on? Point is, you can pick my team, you can pick Rhyme Style's team, you can pick anybody's team, because at the level of play that somebody that you're watching is at, they have put plenty of thought into how their team works, why they pick the characters that they do, and how those characters work together. So the same benefits that whoever you're watching is getting from that team, those are the benefits that you will get from that team. So with all that out of the way, that is the basics on how to play Dragon Ball FighterZ. I hope this video was helpful, because this is all information that I did not have when I started playing. But that's it. I'll rock with you guys next time.